Hello and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor and our Ironman challenge. I'm going to go and besiege Salim with 10 units. No, I'm actually not going to do that. I am going to be attempting to disguise myself and go into the garrison, try and free 4 prisoners in particular. One of them specifically is of very much importance to us because I would like to be able to marry him if at all possible, because that's going to give us an additional good vassal, because he actually has an upstanding personality. I looked around through the notes and indeed in the characters list to try and find someone that was actually going to be not married and having a good personality, and this guy is definitely the ticket. So we're going to try and disguise ourselves. Oh, there we go. We made it. We made it in. Okay, and let's go in. Okay, fantastic. This is really good because, of course, if you I think if you try to go in at daytime, you have a higher chance. Don't quote me on this because this is not, it's not really scientific in any way. It's just a feeling of mine. But basically, if you go in at daytime, you have a much higher chance of getting found out, and that is obviously going to be pretty bad because, as you can see, I basically have a lute and a dagger, regular dagger, or some kind of very small sword, and I also have some throwing knives, and that is not going to be good enough to be able to fight off whoever is going to attack you. But thankfully I found the prison, and we're going to be speaking to him. I wish to speak to a prisoner. Come on, I thought you were the boss here. Give me the keys to the cell now. I'm going to just kill him straight up. There we go. We got the keys to the dungeon. Let's go into the dungeon. This is kind of a speed run. Not really, but we're going to try and look at these guys. Oh yeah. So many of them. I've come to get you out. You keep well behind me and try to stay out of the fighting. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. And da-da-da. Yes, da-da-da. Okay, good. I don't really want them to die, so I'm just going to tell them all to stand back. And this is the guy that we are trying to focus on for the potential marriage. He has no wife, and he has an upstanding personality, like I said. So this is going to be really good. Anyway, I guess I can get out now. So let me... Is this the right way? No. Okay. So I can't press tab to get out of here, by the way. So it seems like I will have to walk to the town center over here. And here we go. All right. So they're joining. I've got to make sure that there are no archers overlooking us, because otherwise they will kill them very easily. And okay, I have my bow as well. Wow, this I feel like this feels quite easy. Is it just me? Not entirely sure. I guess if I had gotten ambushed initially, then it probably would have made, well, everything much more difficult. It would have made things very, very difficult indeed. But it seems like no one is around. Oh, hello. Wow, really? You're just putting Salian footmen here? Okay, that's kind of interesting. There we go. Is that it? Yes, that is actually it. Wow, only 4 enemies? I'm actually really surprised. Okay, I'm in your debt for freeing me, friend, and we're gaining honor as well, by the way. Honor is a big deal now that we have our CKO up and running, and we're going to try and continue farming as many honor points as possible. Anyway, there we go. There's another one. We're gaining relation with them as well. And yeah, we got some more relation with him. And this is the guy that we are mostly going to be focusing on. Hopefully, yeah, he has 12 relation. That's pretty good. Hopefully, I'll be able to find him relatively easily after we exit Salian. Okay, so there you go. That was it. They had 4 of them in there, and I saved every single one. Fantastic. That was an extremely successful raid, prison break, whatever you want to call it. And we are now going to go back to Laria because I placed all my units in there. I've got to be a bit careful because there are a lot of units around here that would love to take advantage of me only having 10 units. And there's our free company. I decided to allow them to continue patrolling around Laria because having a pretty sizable patrol, especially one that is pretty easily capable of taking on basically any vassal in the area, is actually kind of useful instead of leaving them in the garrison, that is. Because I know that someone did mention that leaving them in the garrison is a good way of reinforcing it without having too many difficulties. And yeah, wholeheartedly I agree, 100%. But at the moment, we're not really having any issues with people trying to attack us, people trying to besiege us or anything like that. So having them in the garrison is kind of a waste of their wages, in my opinion. But of course, you know, sometime if we're away from Laria specifically, then maybe it's going to make a lot of sense to have some people left over there and in a defensive formation. You know, that is probably going to be pretty useful. But at the moment, we don't really seem to have that much. I have done battle with 2 Salian vassals. I defeated them and allowed them to escape. Both of them, I let them go, basically. Because, of course, as I said, we want the honor. And one of them was a good personality, so I don't mind letting him go anyway. And the other one was a bad personality, and I still let him go because I wanted to. There was just, you know, no way about it, to be honest, because I just wanted the honor. That was basically it. Anyway, I also found Phineas, and that means that we now have 8 in prisoner management. Phineas gave me an extra point in charisma, agility, and strength, and I then spec'd my 1 skill point that I had been saving for a very long time into prisoner management. Otherwise, I just happened to find Phineas in a town that was holding a tournament, and I did the tournament and actually won, which was actually kind of cool. And that is basically what has happened in my off-screen time. And I thought we'd start with a really wonderful prison break there because I thought that was fun. And it worked out quite nicely as well. Anyway, we are going to... I was actually thinking of taking Marlians. We might want to try and take Marlians. I think it is a potential one. Pretty much possible, but maybe, possibly. Anyway, the point is that we're going to go to notes right now. I'm going to go to characters, and I will attempt to find the fellow, this guy. As you can see, he has a reputation of upstanding, and he is age 26. He has no wife, as you can see. He is the Lord of Seven Cross Keep, which is perfect, by the way. If you don't know, Seven Cross Keep is right there. So I'm hopeful that maybe he will be able to join our faction. I'm not entirely sure whether I needed to do any kind of marriage before creating my own faction, because I do not want to join his as a vassal, because that is going to be problematic, to say the least. So I'm not entirely sure where he is at the moment. He should be in Seven Cross Keep, but he is not, which is a bit worrisome. But I guess he might just take a little bit of time to respawn there, perhaps, or something like that. But anyway, what we're going to do now... Hello? You've got some large parties of units there. That's okay. What we're going to do now is we're just going to scout out a little bit. We're going to go and see... Whoa, Harengoth Castle has an insane amount of units in there. Look at that, 569? Wow, that's pretty crazy. Okay, well, maybe their layout is pretty good or something like that. Anyway, ooh, Fierdsvain declaring war against Sarlian. That's really good, actually. Very surprising that they wanted to do that. Seems like they are fighting a 3 Sears patrol. Those guys have 400 total. I think this guy wants to fight us, maybe? Yeah, sure. Okay, if you want to fight me, I'll do it. I'll do it, yeah. Come on then, let's do this. Okay, he has a martial personality. As you can see, he already has a wife or anything, so it's not really something that we're going to be able to do anything about. But he has 172 against 252, and we have a renowned value of 20 for this battle, and potentially more more honor as well. And that is definitely going to be something that I'm interested in. So let's see if we can just place all our units roundabout in the same position that we usually do. And then I'll try and snipe a couple of people from long range. Don't think it's going to really happen because most of them do have shields. And it's going to be a little bit difficult. Oh, there we go. A little bit of damage. Do bear in mind that they have halberdiers, and those guys are pretty harsh. Oh, this guy has Marlian's heavy cavalry, amusingly enough. Yeah, those guys are kind of damaging, so they might be kind of interesting to fight against. I'm actually wondering whether I should just charge my cavalry in at this point. But I'm thinking that, I don't know, we have 76. Oh, yeah, we should definitely charge them. Let's go, guys. And yeah, they're getting taken out here. Yeah, those Marlian's heavy cavalry, they usually do have lancers as well, so of course they are going to eliminate quite a few of our units, which is not exactly great. But hopefully once my cavalry start charging in now, we'll do okay. And this is exactly the point. I wanted to kind of wait until they had charged in all of their cavalry, and then we'll charge in and try and eliminate the rest of them. And this seems to be working out quite nicely for us at the moment. The Salian armored longbowmen, of course, are also a bit of a threat, but nothing really to worry about super badly. As you can see, these guys are very, very low tier in comparison to their cavalry units, so I should be able to just wade in among them and not have any problems whatsoever. So hopefully we will be able to do that. Oh wow, yeah, there's actually a lot of them just dying normally anyway, just from incidental damage. Kind of crazy. Whoa, that guy's taking how much damage is he taking? I slashed at him like 3 times and he was just like, please sir, may I have some more, apparently. Anyway, I think that's pretty good. There we go. I think that is actually it. Yeah, we lost 10. We lost 10. That's nothing. That is literally nothing. And I don't know whether he has any prisoners in his prisoners hold. If he does have some prisoners, then that's going to be fantastic too, because then we'll be able to recuperate our ranks a little bit. Not a massive amount, of course. But I'm just going to use my horse just to charge straight on into them now. There we go. Get a couple more prisoners as well to place into the garrison. I'm just basically waiting until a ransom broker appears in Laria or maybe in one of the Empire towns, and I'll make a brief stopover to sell all of our prisoners. Because we have quite a bit, I think. Quite a bit in our garrison at the moment. Not a huge amount, but we have about maybe 6,000-7,000 worth, maybe, dependent on the quality. But otherwise, there you go. 20 renown. Easy. Easy 20 renown right there. Not bad. And we can also take him prisoner. He actually looks at us hatefully, but I am going to be letting him go. There you go. We gain some honor. Gain some honor. That's what we need. We need that honor. That is for sure. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit of loot. The loot is not exactly great, so not really something that I am aching to get, but oh well. It's absolutely fine. Anyway, let's have a look at Malians and see what's going on there, because obviously they're going to have a couple of vassals in there now. We did see 2 of them. Oh, no. They're not in there. Interesting. Not entirely sure what's going on with that then, because I actually thought that 2 vassals made their way over in this direction. But apparently that is not the case. So I'm actually wondering, is this a siege tower? It's not. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I think we might want to take it then. Let's see if we can take it. We might need to wait a little bit longer. So I'm going to wait. We've got to be mindful here also. We have to be mindful. So remind me with your mind waves when June 29th or somewhere around there is coming up, because that's when the Noldor tournament is going to be happening. So if you remind me with your waves of the mind, going through the cyberspace, then maybe I'll remember, but otherwise, hopefully I won't forget. Yeah, it's probably going to happen. Anyway, hello, who's that? Baron Godric. You can just leave me alone, Baron Godric. I would very much appreciate it. And I'm going to go in here. 8 hours it's going to take. Hopefully he's not going to go into the garrison. Hopefully King Ulric's not going to appear out of nowhere. If he does, then that might be a bit bad. Anyway, there you go. We've got 4 more noble recruits who've joined our cause. 1 because of our shrines, 1 because of the glory of our army. As you can see, massive amount of wages for the free company. I feel like what I'm going to do is, if they have continued to patrol around and not really impact the game in a significant way, I will tell them that I no longer require their services, and I will then recruit a different mercenary company to help us out. All right, so let me tell you what I just did. So instead of going in to Malians, I kind of reevaluated things a little bit, and I basically thought to myself, okay, so let's just have a quick evaluation of what's going on in the garrison itself. They had over 700 units, right? We had about 250. And if you take that into account, usually that will result in a sally out. And basically what that means is, if you don't know anything about it, basically it means that some of the defenders, a portion of the garrison, is going to come out of their keep, castle, whatever town, thing, and they will attempt to kill you. And in this particular situation, the offense, especially in Pendor, is not going to have that many bits of ammunition. They will literally have about 5 arrows, if that. Maybe 1, maybe 2. And that is really bad, because usually the defenders are going to outnumber the attackers. And so what I did was I basically left the siege. I went and got a bunch of my free company. I basically got my free company, and hopefully that will prevent, yeah, seems to prevent a problem from happening. I'm getting shot in the face, though, so that's not very good, is it? No, that is not very good at all. Anyway, hopefully my people will be able to kill anything on the outside walls here, and then we'll be able to enter... Oh, dear, it's this layout. Well, this is a bit problematic. I haven't seen this layout in quite some time, so this is going to be one of those things where we just have to try it and hope that my shield is good enough to prevent myself from dying almost instantly. But I'm going to be trying to place all my units in good enough positions here. As you can see, my shield is not good enough. It is not good enough, amazingly enough. Kind of surprised about that. I would have thought it would be. But as you can see, I guess just being shot from multiple angles does that. Anyway, hopefully I won't take too much more damage, because it is kind of bad to take that much in a long drawn-out siege. It is certainly going to be pretty bad for us. So hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit of damage to their armored longbowmen. They don't have that many of them. So theoretically I should be okay to still stay in here. I'm thinking maybe I'll retreat. But I don't really want to do that until we've killed maybe triple the amount that we've lost, if you know what I mean. Nice headshot right there. Not too bad. And yeah, we are outnumbered a little bit. They do have a battle advantage, so that is, of course, a little bit of a problem. But I guess we just have to try our best. The archers are the main issue here. Not so much the infantry, but the archers are going to be a big problem, because if I decide to go up on the ladders right here, as you can see, these archery towers right here are perfect for killing anyone that wants to go on the ladders and then making them take full damage. So I'm just going to try and see if I can maybe bait out a couple of their archers. As you can see, there's one right here. Take him down before I'm too far up. Got to be a bit careful. There's another one. There's another one. There's another... Oh, wow. Okay, so there's a lot of them coming out, apparently. There's a little bit of damage. Hopefully he's not going to do more. There we go. Anyone behind me? There are a couple of people on the other battlements over in that direction, but I don't think I'm going to be able to kill them, and it's just a waste of arrows, in my opinion. So I'm just going to head up a little bit more. That guy's got a shield a bit too good, so I'm not going to try and shoot him. I am being shot. Ah, yep, there we go. Okay, okay. We've got to do a little bit of a jump down there. That's a bit too much for my liking. Okay, so we've killed 166. That is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. Maybe we want to retreat now and see if we can just wear them down a little bit. Because, of course, if this was not an Ironman challenge, I would be perfectly fine with basically dying, just to try and prevent ourselves from losing renown, because I know that if you retreat and you have a significant advantage, generally you're going to lose renown and honor and so on and so forth, and that's going to be kind of harsh, but we're going to do it nevertheless. Now, there we go. Oh, no, yeah, we did lose it, and our controversy has also increased, which is obviously not very good. Controversy is all about being the marshal of your faction and having people listen to you and so on and so forth, so it's not very good to lose that. But it's okay, because we're actually still doing pretty well. As you can see, they have about 68 longbowmen remaining, but they don't have any armored ones left, which is actually really good. My party, unfortunately, doesn't have anything to eat. Oh! Hello. I will be making my way away from here now. Thank you very much. I don't know how many they have there, but it is significantly more than I have, I would assume. So I'm just going to head back to my own territory, and I guess now that it is June 28th, I will prepare myself for participation in the Noldor tournament. Hopefully they will not decide to attack Talon Castle, because we did obviously take that. But otherwise, I guess I will just tell the Free Company to patrol around Laria. That's fine. And then we'll just go and get some additional food. I was really hoping that we'd be able to take Marlians, but hopefully we'll be able to take it in the future because of the damage that we were able to deal. And bear in mind that we have not died, so that is the main goal here. Not dying is very much important. And I'm just going to go and speak to this guy. Oh, he's actually, yeah. Oh, I did not take his his offer, which was actually really bad. Oh well, never mind. Let's just take all the prisoners and we'll go into the garrison here. Go into the garrison, go into the tavern, and then we'll sell them. And I believe someone actually did mention that they wanted to know how to take all the prisoners at once. It's just Control A and click. I believe I've said that before, but maybe you missed that episode. But anyway, it's Control A and click. Anyway, there you go. 4,400, not too bad. Wow, it's a nice even number. Anyway, as I said, I will prepare for the Noldor tournament, and we'll do that in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.